Alright guys, how's it going? I just wanted to have a look through some more vinyl tonight. I've been listening to some records tonight, and there's just something that really bothers me with one band in particular, and that's the Arctic Monkeys. You'll probably know that because that's probably what I'm going to call this video, so there's no surprise. But it's the Arctic Monkeys, and basically what happened to them. They're still going, everyone thinks they're great, but they're just not for me anymore. I think Josh Homme kind of got involved and it kind of spoiled the mood for me. They're not doing what they were doing, which isn't a bad thing, but I'm just not going along with it. So for all the members of the Arctic Monkeys that are watching this, that's my opinion, guys. So anyway, I was a really big collector of yours. I was collecting your records before I had a record player. I was just being a bit of a completist. My CD singles are actually better. I just picked up what I could. I don't have Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor 7-inch. I've got the CD single. I don't have the vinyl. Oh, I don't have the 5 Minutes with the Arctic Monkeys either. That would be sweet. But I don't have it. So anyway, let's just go with what I do have. So first one is the Jesus. When the light... What's it called? When the sun goes down. Jesus Christ, it's been that long. When the sun goes down. And the B-side on this is Settle for a Draw. The early Arctic Monkeys B-sides are A-sides. They're just awesome. So that's that. That's like their second single after Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor. And right, I need to get this right because I've got some 10 and some 7. Right, here we go. Right, so Brian Storm. This is the first single from their second album. There was a 4-track 10-inch of this, but I didn't find it, and now it's not even that much. I just don't want to pay for it. But anyway, there we go. There's Brian Storm. And the B-side on this is a track called Temptation Greets You Like Your Naughty Friend. And that has... look at the artwork on the record. That's sweet. That has a cameo appearance, would you call it? I don't know. It's featuring Dizzy Rascal, who's like a grunge, kind of UK grunge guy. But anyway, that's a great song. And like I say, their B-sides are A-sides. That's a fantastic song. That wouldn't have felt out of place on an album whatsoever. The other singles from their second album... Okay, I've only got one more on 7. Teddy Picker. So that was like their third single maybe off the second album. But the B-side of this is a cover called Bad Woman, if that's going to zoom in, which features Richard Hawley, who was the guitarist for a band called Pulp back in the 90s, was in a band called the Long Pigs, didn't do very well, and then started going out on his own, kind of more like a soul kind of idea, and he did really well. His albums are escaping me off the top of my head, but he's got a few sweet ones. Anyway, do more research in future, Kyle. But there's the 7-inch, so that's just got Bad Woman on the B-side, which again is an A-side. And this is the Teddy Picker 10-inch, which has Bad Woman on the A-side still, so there's 2 tracks. And then on the B-side, it's called Death Ramps, and there's a track called The Death Ramps and a track called Nettles, and that's the lyrics for Nettles there. But like that's billed as not Arctic Monkeys, if you see what I mean. They're the Death Ramps, and I think Holly's involved. I think he plays guitar. But I think that's one of the tougher ones to find from the second album. I've actually skipped a few here. Fluorescent Adolescent. That's the second single. Pretty sure that's the second single. It's got on the B-side is The Bakery, Plastic Tramp, and what's the last one? Too Much to Ask. The Bakery, they play, I think they still play it quite a bit. Plastic Tramp I've definitely heard live. But yeah, like I say, viable tracks, they're B-sides always. So before all of this happens, they released this. This is called Who the Fuck's Arctic Monkeys, and this was the second release after the first album, if you see what I mean. And they were kind of throwing the... they didn't want to, sell to the man or whatever you'd call it. But yeah. So they released a single with a swear word in it, basically, so it couldn't be placed in the charts. But that is great. There's a CD, you could probably get the download if you wanted to listen to it. But that's got the single, the first track from the first album, View from the Afternoon, and then 4 other tracks. Great single. And then they did this one, which is called Leave Before the Lights Come On, which has 2 covers. Baby I'm Yours by whoever did that. Alright, okay, so just Baby I'm Yours on the 7-inch vinyl. If you get the CD, there's another track called Put Your Jukes Up, John. So there's that. Then they did this vinyl. It's a white record, and the single is called That. That might be the B-side, I can't remember off the top of my head. And then The Matador. And it came with this sweet sticker, and this was the only reason I knew it was the Arctic Monkeys. I just picked it up in the shop, I didn't know what it was. But there you go, there's the Arctic Monkeys on a boat. So if you do look carefully at the top, I don't know if it's going to show up, you can kind of see, it's not showing up, it's right here, it says Arctic Monkeys in like, oh, you can yeah, there you go, you can see the glare. It says Arctic Monkeys, there you go. Okay, then they did this Oxfam single, it was only available in Oxfam. This is Crying Lightning for the 3rd album. Did they do a 10 of that? Oh, they did. Which was available everywhere. There's the 10. Okay. This is off the 3rd album now. This is Humbug. So this is My Propeller. And this is where they started. That's the B-sides. This is where they started going downhill for me. I was just losing interest. Cornerstone, which is a great song. Alex Turner's a fantastic songwriter. And this is testament to that. Sketchhead's great. Frightline Dining Room. And yeah, that's it. Arctic Monkeys, that's as far as I went. The first album of the Last of the Shadow Puppets is Miles Kane and Alex Turner. So the singer from Arctic Monkeys. This is The Age of the Understatement. I don't know if they did these in 10s, these are the only ones I could find. Look at that for a cover, how great is that? Standing Next to Me. That's an amazing cover. Standing Next to Me, vinyl 2. Not as great. And these have all got like live B-sides. That is My Mistakes Were Made For You. Cover 1. Sorry, yeah, album 1 and album 2, and they've got different live tracks. Paris Summer is the B-side on that one, and Separate and Ever Deadly live, that's an album track. Fantastic. So yeah, that's it. We've had some shadows playing in the background, because I'm pretty sure that's not going to get deleted, so anyway, that's it. Arctic Monkeys vinyl. Thanks very much, guys, and yeah, we'll get some comics in the next one, why not? Cheers.